Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this video is about vocab list number 3. Your first Greek Latin root vocab list. You see the words themselves are just Greek and Latin roots, prefixes, and suffixes. Then I have your definition in your vocab list page, and then finally examples of how those word parts are used in actual words. So on your quiz, some of the questions will be just definitions, and some of them will be using these prefixes, suffixes, roots in words, and you have to figure out how that word is using that affix. So your first word is able or able. Suffix means able to be. Like if you are agreeable, you are able to be agreed with easily. Visible, able to see with your vision. And then aid is the result of an action. For example, a blockade is used oftentimes in naval terms. So if naval ships are putting up blocks, they are blocking something, they create a blockade, the result of that action. Edge is also the result of, result of, but additionally active or state of. Storage, the state of storing. Wreckage, the result of wreck. And then means relating to. So like if something is natural, it relates to nature in some way. If something is gradual, it relates to degrees. Grad means step by step. Algia means pain. Like you may have heard of the illness fibromyalgia. It's the pain of your, I forget right now. But it deals with pain in your body. Neuralgia is pain in your neurons. I know that. And nostalgia is pain because of memory. Nost as in memory. Then your prefixes, a and an, both mean without or not. An insect that is asexual does not reproduce sexually. Amoral, without morals. Anachronism means away from the traditional time. Chron meaning time. Like in a movie that takes place in the 1800s, but then you see in the background a plane fly through the scene. That's an anachronism, because there weren't planes typically back then. Abs or a means apart or away from. If something is abnormal, it's away from normal. Then acer, acid, acra. We're into the roots now, the root words. These are all root words. Means bitter, sour, or sharp. Like if something tastes very acidic, you can feel, like literally feel the ting in your mouth of the acid, like orange juice or something. If you say something acerbic, you have acerbic wit. It's very sharp. Sometimes in a bad way, like you come up with sharp retorts. Acu also means sharp, but it usually is dealing more with an actual point, like acupuncture. Or acumen is your intelligence at something. You have very sharp knowledge about business or about sports. Your sports acumen is very sharp. Add is toward. Like if you adhere to your moral code, here has that root means stick. So you stick toward it. You are continuously working toward that morals. And then ag, aggie, ig, and act all mean do, go, or move, some kind of movement. If you're agile, you move easily. To ignite something is to start it, to move toward beginning it, to go and do it. You could ignite a rebellion in class or ignite a fire. Agere means to act, as in an agent or agency, organization or representatives who act out something that needs to be done according to that business. Ali, alto, or alter mean other. If you have an alias, it is another name that you go by. An alibi is another story for why you were a place. Like if you are a murder suspect, they'll ask you for your alibi. You know, you have a cover-up story. Alien to you means it's foreign to you, seems like it came from somewhere else. Altus means high or deep, like the altitude is how high it is. An altimeter measures height. Am or amor mean love or liking. If you are amiable, you are easy to like, you like people, you're easy to get along with, you're happy. If you're feeling amorous, you're feeling very loving, like you're feeling amorous towards your dog. Enamored means that usually it's used right when you learn something or early on. You're enamored by the idea of, I don't know, having lunch detentions maybe. If you are really into it, you hear about it, you're like, oh wow, that sounds incredible. Amphi and ambi, round or both. Ambidextrous, you can use both hands. An amphibian, you know what that is. They can be on the ground or in the water. That's where the amphi comes in. And then any, on you, or any all mean year. If you do something annually, you do it every year, once a year. Your anniversary, the mark of 1 year's worth of time. Anthrop means man in terms of mankind. Like anthropology is the study of man over time. A philanthropist loves mankind enough to donate money. Antico means old, like antique, an old artifact. If something is antiquated, it's out of date. It's not used anymore because it's so old. And then arch means chief, first, or rule. Like archaic, if something is archaic, it's from a long time ago. Like the first city would be archaic. Or a monarch, a ruler, one ruler. Mono means one, arch means rule, a city that has one ruler. And those are all your words for this week.